Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Here we are, day 2 on the boat. Tegan's here helping. He's gonna do some pressure washing. One thing we didn't show you guys is we sprayed some degreaser on this tank and cleaned it. You can see now, I can tell that it has once was coated. Yeah, so what he's gonna work on is we gotta clean all this silicone off, and we gotta clean it up in here as best as we can. That way when we go to put this cover on, we can reseal it up nice and tight so no water is getting in there to the tank area. So put on the time lapse, you can see what he does there. So while he's doing that scrubbing of the hatch access for the tank, I'm cleaning the engines. And this one I already cleaned with some degreaser. You can see kind of like the throttle bodies, how clean those are versus this other engine. It's really grimy, greasy over here, grimy, greasy. So spray some degreaser on there and clean this motor up. All right, everybody, not much progress was done today. Lots of shopping. You see a bag full of supplies there. I had to hunt down some barb fittings. Also, I got a bunch of fuel line over there, so we're gonna change all the fuel line out. But today was just all about solving this problem of the fuel tanks, and I can show you here what they had going on. So this is a 3-way valve, and so you have your forward tank that connects on this side, and your aft tank that connects on the other side, and then this is your discharge going to your engines to your primer bulb. So what was going on is this fitting right here, there was a hatch on this, access hatch on this tank cover, and somebody changed this fitting right here, and they put a aluminum, what I think is a 7/16 barb fitting here, and this is what was causing the leak. This is the fitting that was on the 3-way valve, and you can see the difference in diameter. One actually will go inside the other. So a 5/8 hose definitely was never going to seal here. They put the hose on there, they clamped it down as tough as they could, and it eventually leaked. And I even think that this one here is too loose for 5/8 hose as well. It's hard for me to know, you know, if this is factory or not. So since I'm going to replace that hose, I'm just going to cut it back here to where it hasn't been clamped down before, just so we can see if 5/8 hose will fit snugly on that barb. Hoses. Giving my cutters a 1/4. There we go. So this should fit on there somewhat snug if it's the right size hose for the barb, and it's completely loose. So that is most likely a 1/2 inch barb. Yep, it is, because this is 1/2 inch. So from the factory, they probably put the wrong barbs on the tanks, and then the hose was having to be squeezed. You can see how the squish on that hose is more than it should have been. It causing a leak in the fuel tank, and the previous owner was told that he had a corroded, leaky fuel tank, and that's one of the reasons he was selling it. So we have new fuel line. We have a nice tight fitting barb on the hose, new clamps. So I'm going to get all that stuff changed out. Put these new fittings on the 3-way valve with some new Teflon tape, and we'll have this fuel problem solved and be able to move on to the engines. We'll probably lose a day of being able to work on it because tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So we got our fittings on our 3-way. We're going to mount that, hook the hoses up, and maybe sort out this fuel system today. So we'll show you progress on the engines in the next video. Thanks for watching this one, and catch you on the next one.